We got the full roster already revealed. Let's get into it. We got Shrek, Puss in Boots, Megamind, Alice the Lion, Poe, uh, Hiccup, Theodore Templeton, Donkey, Tigris, Kitty Softpaws, our newest racer, King Gristle from Trolls, Diane Foxington, Astrid, King Julian, Lord Farquaad from Shrek. We got Master Shifu, Fiona, uh, Mr. Wolf, Tina Templeton, and Bridget to complete all 20 characters. And if you're thinking about DLC, we got add on to the two additional characters, Uguay and Death, to max out at 22 characters. So the full roster has been dropped. I also have the box art that I'm looking at right now. I'm not going to show it. The back of the box art almost gives me Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl vibes. Just looking at it, how each character or the roster itself, you could be able to see represented in the back of the box art. And you got 3 different screenshots of the gameplay that that's been already posted on the websites, from regardless of what platform that you want to go and check out. But that's our roster. And I just want to say a couple of things. The bosses also got leaked and shown from newest gameplay. I didn't want to watch all of them, but it's just as I expected, and I predicted all of this before the gameplay came out. I was talking about how the challenges, how they could definitely have some of these DreamWorks characters be locked behind boss battles, and the challenges are going to be something similar, just like you can see on the screen from this UI. It might look a little bit different colors and things like that. We have several bosses, 5 to 6 bosses, just like I said beforehand from a couple weeks back, where we're going to probably have bosses, and these are going to be DreamWorks characters. See how we got Squidward, April, and all them? Just replace them with DreamWorks characters being bosses, and it's just as I thought. And Gristle is one of them. You guys can go ahead and check out the gameplay if you want. I'm gonna have that in the description. But I want to say a couple of things about this game. I'm still excited to play it, and since we have all our characters and we know everybody that's in the game, I'm surprised we didn't get a Penguins route, which is completely fine. I don't care who is in the game. I was still gonna play the game anyway. I'm getting the Rally Edition so I can get the DLC and the full experience of all the different characters. Some people were talking about how Everest is possibly supposed to be in the game somehow. I don't know if he is. I feel like he's not in the game. We already got our roster maxed out to 22 characters. Maybe he could be a cheat where we could play as Everest. Who knows? But I wanted to address that because I seen a couple people saying that in the comments, how Everest is in the game somehow, and there's some other character was brought up as well. But I don't know if they're gonna be playable. But it's just as I imagined. This is gonna be the new Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3. We got to see the cups and some of the unlockables. So when you play these cups, you have to win, and winning is gonna get you the rewards and those characters when you play in the cups. Because winning is just as important, and it's just as important to win in DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing than it is in this game. So I'm thinking, since we didn't even get a look at the time trial yet, I feel like maybe one of these other characters of the 20 characters are locked behind different things that you have to do. So once it's only a few cups that you play, a select few, so you get maybe 5 or 6 characters, things like that, and then you get another 6, that's going to be like 12 characters. Thinking about it, maybe 7 to 6 characters, 14 or maybe 12, 14 characters, you're still going to be missing some of those other racers, which I think one of them has to be locked behind the time trial unless they put the rest of the racers in the garage, but we don't know that yet. So I haven't seen it as far as the garage or anything like that, and if they're going to show it. But since I feel like, on just a little bit of a hot take, I feel like the people who are already playing the game and already have played and unlocked the characters, they're not going to be playing the game anymore. We haven't seen the online gameplay. We don't know how everything's going to really play out. The game doesn't have crossplay, and now that they have unlocked all those 20 characters in the complete roster itself, I don't see any other additional gameplay getting posted. So for me, when I'm playing the game, I'm going to be doing tutorials. I'm going to be playing the game actively, just like I play this game actively, even after unlocking everything from the online, having fun and experiencing it like that. But it's still a mystery of some of these other characters. Are they really all in the garage, or are they going to be locked behind other different attire trial, or maybe online wins? We never know. So, um, just sharing, just talking about the game a little bit more today. Since we got all our characters, I think we're gonna get the trailer very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out today or just any one of these days. Maybe it'll come out the day before launch, like Thursday. But we're gonna have to wait and see when they post it. But it's definitely coming out, guaranteed, for this week. But for DLC, I don't think there's gonna be any other characters. Let's just play a match and just load up. I'll just go to the garage because it'd be easier to quickly go to the roster. We're only going to have 22 characters. I don't think we're going to get any other additional characters for the game. And the one thing that bothers me the most, because I waited for this moment, is the fact that we don't have a Twitter page or any sort of social media page to keep up with all things that's going on for the game. Just like this game had a dedicated Twitter page or an official page where you could keep up with everything that's new and all the upcoming changes, if they do post launch content and more. But I think this is just going to be the new Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 where it comes out this week. There's not going to be any other post-launch content, and the only thing that they will probably do anything differently is separate the rally pack, or make the rally pack sold separately so you can purchase it and buy the pack or buy the DLC, which is Master Oogway and Death itself. That's the DLC, and that's all we're going to get. We're not going to get anything else additionally for the roster. Master Oogway, I was saying this earlier too, Master Oogway and Death are the new Zuko and Eastman Raphael, because they're all included in a DLC and a separate package and a different special edition, similar to how this game had the Turbo Edition. When you bought it, you would get those said characters, the additional crew members, and then some. But you're not going to get anything additional when it comes to the rally pack outside of those characters and those kart parts. So that's basically what it just gives off Kart Racers 3 vibes. It's going to come out, the game's going to come out, and then it's just going to get left as it is. But I'm still going to be playing the game regardless, even after unlocking everything. But this roster, I'm cool with it. I like all 20 characters. I'm still shocked that they even included the trolls. But I feel like they could have did more. This roster is too small. It could have been a lot bigger. But this is just the first game. And just like some of y'all was already saying, maybe we'll probably get a sequel and we'll have a much bigger roster. And then it'll probably end up eventually catching up to the 40 plus characters that we have in this game for Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3. This game is only a year old, and they didn't come out with anything else. There was nothing else that got fixed. Some people still waiting on fixes for this game. It's not going to get any other updates. So I see the same thing happening to DreamWorks. It's going to come out, and then that's going to be it. But I'm still going to enjoy it for what it is. I'm excited to play. I just feel like they could have had way more DreamWorks representation of movies. There's so many great movies out there. No Ruby Gilman, Everest, I don't think he up in the game. The Croods and all the other ones. Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians, he could have been cool to see. And many more villains. A Mega Mind additional rep could have got in as well. But it's too late now. So now that we found out our roster and the boxart came out, things like that, we already know how the game plays and what the game has to offer. Just for a little taste, I'm still gonna play it and just enjoy it for what it is. I really hope that they do more for this game, but I really just, again, I don't think it's gonna get any other additional DLC now that we have our full roster.